Hey, what is up guys, this is Dino Gamer back in another video. Today I'm going to be talking about something I never thought I would ever be talking about on this channel, and that is Dino Crisis. Now if you guys aren't familiar with Dino Crisis, it's basically a dinosaur survival horror game where you play as a military special op infiltrating a government facility only to discover that they have created dinosaurs, and basically they have broken out and now you're trying to find your way off the island without getting killed, which sounds like a very similar concept, just some minor differences, but I'm not here to point that kind of stuff out. Today, we're going to be talking about something regarding Dino Crisis, but is not really about the actual PlayStation game, which is one of the few platforms that this game was released on. We're talking about a possible remake. Not even a remake. So before we get into the main topic, I want to put into some context here real quick. So before summer, around May, I ended up finding out that there were some rumors and speculation going on that Capcom, the creators of Dino Crisis, were supposed to announce, or were going to announce, a Dino Crisis remake on the upcoming E3 convention, which was coming out the following month. And basically this had fans excited. I really don't know where they got their speculation and rumors from, where their sources were. I tried looking into it, but there were so many articles on basically people just speculating that I couldn't really find where it ended up coming from. Hey guys, quick update. So I ended up doing a little bit more research on this and I ended up finding an article that talked about GameStop tweeting out something in regards to Dino Crisis and later deleting that tweet. The tweet said, "Show of hands, who wants a new Dino Crisis to be shown at E3?" To which another game company by the name of SteelSeries responded with a hand wave, indicating that they are raising their hand, that they are also wanting to see a Dino Crisis. And this was all later pointed out by a huge Dino Crisis fan by the name of Jawmuncher. Jawmuncher then tweeted about these two companies' conversations, saying, "Other developments in the Dino Crisis GameStop tweet." Replies were at SteelSeries nodding in agreement and winking at a post, saying they're waiting too. A very curious development just before E3 to be sure. So apparently Jawmuncher, who again is a big Dino Crisis fan, didn't think that this was enough to be just a coincidence. They thought that maybe this was these companies' way of teasing something that they already knew was going to happen. But in the end, these companies were doing what every other Dino Crisis fan was doing and just waiting patiently for that Dino Crisis remake, which ended up not happening. And, you know, seeing how we're at the point that we are, basically I could just kind of see that maybe Jawmuncher was just a huge Dino Crisis fan that was too hopeful and ended up getting other people's hopes up and maybe looked into something that wasn't really there, and that's why it kind of spiraled into people speculating a Dino Crisis remake at E3. But that's just what I think. But anyways guys, that was just a quick update. Let's go back to the actual video. It really had fans of Dino Crisis really believing that there was going to be a Dino Crisis remake. And honestly, I was kind of excited too, because I never really got a chance to play Dino Crisis. If you guys don't know, I am a console gamer, but I never really got a chance to, you know, really play some of the old school console games like the PlayStation, the PlayStation 2. I really ever got to play the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, and by the time I got a PlayStation 2, I was just so accustomed to these more advanced consoles that I wasn't very interested in playing PS2 games unless they were dinosaur games. And, you know, Dino Crisis was one of those games, and I was very interested, but sadly I never really got my hands on it, and I was just really disappointed that I never really got a chance to play it. And when I found out about this, I was really excited because I figured, okay, this sounds like something that would happen. And now that I think of it, I do have one piece of evidence as to why people thought this was going to happen. Because Dino Crisis 20th year anniversary was coming out in July, and people thought that Capcom was going to announce it in the E3 convention in June, and the game was going to release sometime after that, which I don't really know when it would. I don't think it would come out the month after. There's just too little time for a game to release after it's been announced. I feel like they would take a lot more time to complete development of the game and then release it, and they would need some time to hype it up. So I don't think that it would come out right like the month after they announced it in E3, so I really don't know how that would have worked. But because their 20th anniversary is this year, people were definitely thinking that it was going to be coming out this year. Sadly, that wasn't the case because Dino Crisis Remake never got announced on the E3 convention, and that disappointed fans. But fans have pretty much had enough. They really don't want to wait for a Dino Crisis remake or a remaster. They don't want to keep waiting for Capcom to finally bring it out. Because the thing about Dino Crisis is, well, the thing I found out in doing research for this video is that they actually have a pretty hardcore fan base. You know, there's some people that really like Dino Crisis and really want to see this game make a comeback. And because, you know, Capcom didn't do that, you know, I feel like the fans of Dino Crisis feel insulted that, you know, after reaching this milestone, they did absolutely nothing for this game. A game that was so good and deserves so much more. So fans decided to take matters into their own hands, and instead of waiting for Capcom to release the remake of Dino Crisis, they're actually making it themselves. And they're not really making the whole game itself. They're making it on a platform called Unreal Engine 4, which, if you don't know, is basically a platform that pretty much provides all the tools for a game developer to actually create a game and simulations and stuff. And yeah, these tools are limited, so it's not like these, you know, game developers can make like high quality games. And basically what I'm trying to say is, even if something does come out for Dino Crisis in Unreal Engine 4, then it's not going to be anything too big. It's just going to be a fan-made project made by small game developers, so don't expect too much out of this game. I don't really think there is going to be a lot to this game, but that doesn't mean it won't be fun. I do think that, you know, it will have its merits and whatnot. But anyways, the people behind this fan-made project are a team called Team Arclay, and they actually have some of their stuff on YouTube right now, and it's not a whole lot, but it is a tour of the Dino Crisis map, of the control room, and, you know, some hallways, and it actually looks really nice for a fan-made game. And again, there's not a whole lot, and the article I did read did say that there are no dinosaurs yet, and that they are planning on having dinosaurs in here, and I'm not really sure how those are going to look. Hopefully those look really nice. I know that Dino Crisis is pretty dated when it comes to video games, so it's going to be nice to see how this team is going to be making these dinosaurs, because some of the Jurassic Park fan-made games had really nice looking dinosaurs in them, and I actually really liked them. But yeah, basically that's just the team behind this and what they've created so far, which is not a whole lot, but it's progress nonetheless. And yeah, while this is a fan-made project, I figured there might have been some legal issues to this, because I didn't think that you could actually take a concept already created and make your own game out of it. But then I thought, well, people kind of do that a lot. You know, there are some fan-made Jurassic Park games out there, and Universal's not really doing anything to them, not that I know of at least. I mean, maybe they are facing some sort of copyright problems and issues, and maybe there are some like boundaries that they're not able to cross, but for the most part I feel like they've done a good job in not doing that. So, you know, I'm all for a fan-made project, but then I thought, usually these fan-made projects are exclusive to PC, and if you guys don't know, I kind of have a rule for myself that I would really only strictly cover console games in relating to dinosaurs at all, because really, I'm more of a console gamer than a PC gamer, so I really want to cover games that I actually have a chance on playing. But I'm going to make an exception on this one, because I feel like this is basically the fandom of Dino Crisis calling out to Capcom, telling them that they really need to do something for Dino Crisis. And I figure that maybe if, you know, we yell loud enough, then Capcom will actually do something for Dino Crisis. I mean, who knows? Maybe they actually have something in the works right now relating to Dino Crisis, whether it's a remake or a remaster, and we just don't know it. Maybe something's happening and we don't know it yet. Maybe they are planning something, because 2019 is its 20th year anniversary. Sure, it was back in July, and it's been like over a month now, but, you know, it's possible that something may come out this year. But, you know, we'll just see. I feel like this is a perfect time to come out with dinosaur games because of the whole Jurassic craze that's going on, you know? This is basically the last few years have been basically the years for dinosaur stuff, since that Jurassic Park pretty much made a comeback in the form of Jurassic World, and pretty much brought back and resurrected dinosaurs as a whole. And I feel like that's why a bunch of people are making like dinosaur related games and a lot of dinosaur related products. And honestly, it just has me excited, because I really like this kind of stuff. And I think people are just trying to jump on this bandwagon of dinosaurs because honestly, people like this stuff. People really like dinosaur based concepts. And I mean, it's like I said earlier in the video, Dino Crisis has a huge hardcore fandom, and it's a game that is literally on the PS1 and the PS3. I'm not sure about the PS2. When I looked it up, it actually was not one of the platforms listed, so that makes me curious as to why. But regardless, this game is on platforms that haven't been really used in a long time. And it's just cool to see that to this day, they still have a hardcore community that really likes this game. And honestly, I feel like that makes all the difference, and that will probably open Capcom's eyes into maybe making something for Dino Crisis. But we'll just have to see, only time can tell. But basically, this was a quick little video talking about Dino Crisis. I figured I wasn't really going to be able to talk about it any other time, seeing that it's possible that Capcom won't do anything for this game, even though it's been like 20 years, which is disappointing because if they did remake the game or remastered it, they would have remastered it or remade it for the PS4, which is the console I'm most accustomed to. And if they did, I would have been able to do a playthrough on it. I would have been able to talk about it. It would have been really cool. But you know what? This is cool too. At least I got to talk about it a little bit, geek out about it, how I really want to play this game and how cool it looks. And I really do like the concept of this game. If I do get a chance to play it, I'll probably do like a review or just talk about it sometime on the channel in the future, because this is definitely something I had my eye on these last few months just because of this, this piece of news. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. If you guys enjoyed this, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe for all the kind of cool dinosaur stuff I post on this channel. And yeah, that's all I have to say for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please have a nice day.